Hey everybody, Roxbox90 here with another Commander 2013 spoiler session. Yup, we got more stuff, starting with a really fun card called Tempt with Immortality. It is 5 for a sorcery. Tempting offer, so I really don't like that as a keyword. It just seems really awkward. It's kind of a join forces concept though. You return a creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Alright, very reasonably costed. Each opponent may return a creature card from his or her graveyard to the battlefield. What? For each player who does this, return a creature card. Wow, alright. This is pretty crazy. You play for 5, you get a creature. Anyone else can put a creature if they want it to play, but if they do, you get one more creature from your graveyard for each one they do. Really fun card, really flexible, fantastically political. It's filled with flavor. I really love it. It's so cool. You bring something back, and then everyone else has a chance to bring stuff back. But if they do, then you get more crazy stuff. It helps the board state, makes for fun political games, makes the game more fun as more stuff happens. I really like the design, even if I don't like the keyword term. Then we have Djinn of Infinite Deceits, 6 for a 2/7 flying Djinn, kind of 2/7 for 6, what, flying, whatever. Weird body and cost, but tap it, exchange control of 2 target non-legendary creatures. You can activate this ability during combat because that would be unreal, as would the fact that legendary makes you just take someone's commander would be unfair. I like it. It's very weird. That's really all I have to say. It's very strange. It's a fun card, kind of interesting utility, but for 6 mana, most decks would probably prefer to run things like Consecrated Sphinx or whatever. It's just a very hefty cost, and it's competing with a lot of very powerful cards. However, for cards like Zedru, Feldergriff, group decks, this could be a very fun, interesting political card. So, yay, interesting. Then we got 4 from the Mothership, including a gorgeous art from Therese Nielsen. This is just stunning. Sydri is the Galvanic Genius, and why it's Galvanic? Isn't Galvanic like red? Whatever. Okay. Esper Commander. So we have another Esper Commander. She's 2/2. Human Artificer. Human. That's important because humans are a good tribe, so that could be something. A blue. Target non-creature artifact becomes an artifact creature with power and toughness, each equal to its converted mana cost. Wow, that's kind of interesting. And then a black and a white, which is very flavorful because it gives an artifact creature a death touch and lifelink. White, black. Okay. I think she's a lot of fun. She's obviously going to be used in artifact-heavy builds, which a lot of Esper Commanders are. However, I think she's a lot less broken than some of the other ones, and she's less inclined to make people hate her. When people play Sharoom, she often gets run out because Sharoom is a very easy to combo off commander with a ton of different combos, and of course, just degenerative in many, many builds and board states. Whereas her, I think, will be a lot more flexible and a lot more fun to play. Very odd way of making her, but I think it would be very interesting. I like she kind of has this weird, almost Tesseret ability, I guess, for lack of a better term. And the Death Touch lifelink, of course, would just be very, very nice to throw on a creature for 2. Realize she can target more than one because it's not a tap ability. I think she's very interesting utility. Definitely has potential, and I think she'll probably switch out if people want to run a more flexible, I guess I'd call it fun, commander who doesn't or won't see as much hate. Interesting. Curse of Inertia, 3 for an enchanted player. It's an aura curse. Whenever a player attacks the enchanted player with one or more creatures, that attacking player may tap or untap target permanent of his or her choice. That's a very super political card. Very, very nice design. I like that it encourages people when to attack one player. That's already one thing. But also they can tap any permanent or untap. So they help themselves, they hurt another player, they hurt the player they're attacking. There's so many options. And in EDH, having lots of options make for very interesting games. I like the design a lot. Diviner Spirit is 5 for a 2/4. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you and that player each draw that many cards. I was kind of scratching my heads. I was scratching my heads just because I'm seeing so many heads in the picture. I'm scratching my head. It's kind of weird. You draw cards, but the player attacking draws cards, so they'd let you deal damage. Maybe I'm misreading it because it's late. I don't know. It seems kind of weird. interesting design. Again, they're really pushing this mess around different players' political states. I don't know. It's really weird. And then Surveyor Scope is funky. It's 2 colorless for an artifact that if you tap it and exile it, exile though, they know that these sort of things can be crazy if you get them back. Search your library for up to X basic lands, where X is the number of players, not of players control, of players who control at least 2 more lands than you. So they're kind of taking off a land tax like thing. Put those cards onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library. Realize they don't hit play tapped. That's number 1. So that's pretty good. Most of the cards that do this sort of tutoring hit play tapped, they don't. And they also, they're making sure you can't get crazy amounts because they're not based on the number of lands, they're based on the number of players who have more than you. So if you're kind of lagging behind early in the game or whatever, this card can really put you ahead. I think it could be a lot of fun. It's kind of cute and interesting. The art is very good. So those are our spoilers. We got a whole bunch. Let me know your thoughts about them all below in the comments section. Stay tuned. I'll be keeping you guys up to date on more Commander 2013 spoilers. As always, Roxabox90 signing out. I'll see you guys next time.